Hi, in this part we are going to change something about the base of our ferns and continue with detailing the next levels. Let's start with increasing the next level points from the base. As I want more branches, it should be something like 17. And here I'm just in the middle of changing the scale. I don't want that regular borders. I want it to be a little varying. So if we increase the amplitude, you can see some small variations start to appear. I want to go manual and increase the frequency. Also change some points here. Let's check out. Very well. Not much more than this variation Ferns will have. I also need to increase the rotation variation from here with the randomness. Should be something like this. So much you can say. 85 would be enough. Okay, we are now able to continue with producing the next level. Just copy this. And change the input as I need to recompute the normals. I also copied the normal. Nice. Now we have the branches that are getting some bend. One thing I especially need is changing the bend variation, especially the scale variation. It should be something like 50. Okay, we also need to decrease the base growth to bend the scale to something like 500. But something is causing the huge calculation times is the segments. We possibly need to decrease that as well. As you see, we now don't have that problems about flying branches. We can also change the bend position variation from here, as we don't need to have that much variation. I think it should be decreased first from here, something like 15. The flying branches may occur when you are dealing with lots of branches which are getting bent, and if we have lots of branches and using the bend again, it possibly occurs, and to manage it we can just create the branch part by part. For example, we can have one fern instead of 3 fern and then create some variations to copy over our surface. but now it is sort of managed. We are yet in need of changing the variation to something like 10 about base growth. We can decrease the size from here, but I want to use the manipulation in this particular case. So let's add a branch manipulation and decrease the scale from here. As I need my branch to have more flat looking, I can remove this angle between them using the Y rotation chains about mirror transformation in Y rotation. It should be something like 90. You can see they are now getting a better shape. Let's continue with creating leaves with adding a pure view node. And a normal first. Build normals for leaves. We have the second input of this calculation, which is up for leaves. If we using bend about leaves, this one will work better for us. Let's put a 0 for simple normal calculations. Add the leaves mesh, which now has more speed than before. Previously it was using sweep only and would cause lots of calculation times. It's now really faster. Let's increase the slow leaves and check what does happen if we have more leaves. For the slow, I also need to change the density to default. Let's go manual. I want it to be 1 to have some of our leaves get deleted and get me a more random look about density. So I will also need to increase the leaves count from here, and possibly I may take some bugs, but let's move forward and see what does happen. Very well, it's now creating more leaves and no flying branches I see. I also may like to have even more. put that in as the same parameter, something like 120. I just want to maximize the pressure over the assets and see how it can handle the massive subjects like this one, and make sure it's no more production ready. Nice. It's now building more Fern without any problem. One more thing we possibly need to do here is, or maybe I need to mention, you can say, is the repeat points. If you repeat some point, it will actually repeat that point and bring you some other points really close to the first points with the distance which is defined here. I'm just going to double the size of my point cloud, and will mean that we will have 240 points over each branch right now. Well, let's see how much leaves we have created right now and how much polygons do we have. You can see we have created 19 millions of vertices, which is really high amount of vertices to handle, but I wanted to check how much we can go for with creation of leaves and branches. So I need in the next step to have some noise about the leaves as well. I possibly need to have a smooth here. Let's put a smooth without any worry about normals and up vector. Filter quality is not important that much. No. Now let's go with the update. Not much, but it's now a little more smooth. One more thing I need to do is reverting the normals with just rotating the section. I want this section rotation to be -90. About y-axis, one more thing I may need to have here is changing this formula to $f to calculate the normals for each frame, especially the up vector for this case. Well, it is now calculating over each frame. One more thing we can add right now is the growing noise, which is adding some levels of realism to the branches. For speeding up the process, we can also select some branches and delete others, so we can see what is happening a little bit faster. see after creating the noise how the manipulation speed will go on. Really heavy. Let's add some points and see the response speed. And also change the noise amount. Okay, it's now online. So let's see, like 0.05 possibly. Would be good. I want it to be a global noise. Or the local is good as well. You can increase the frequency. It's about curl band, sorry. We should increase the frequency from here. Yes, I think 9 would be enough, and I need to change this to a spline mode. I will also check the global mode. Jeez, so that's good, I can say. Let's increase this frequency a bit more. The look and feel is better with global noise in this case, but I don't know what does happen in gross that much right now. Just check the motion of growth. So let's create meshing for these guys as well, with adding a branch width and a growing UVs for each one. Let's create a growing mesh to see that data. Really fun. Let's change the scale of our drawing. And branch to something like 0.005. As you can see, this scale is raked into this width scale actually reacts to the length each branch may have. You possibly need all of the branches to have something like the same size, so we can delete these points and see what does happen. You can see they are now all in the same size, but a problem may occur is that when they are newborn they should not be that thick. You can see the zero scale branches also getting some of it, which is not true. For managing that, you have the base grow effect or grow effect, yes, grow impact on width. Let's put a 0 here. When you're newborn, we'll have 0 scale on width. You can see it is now getting some gradient about growth to width. I also need to have some variation for the widths. And this is really high. Let's change it to something like 2. Or 5 possibly. Now let's increase the frequency. Now you can see branches have some variations about their thickness. I may need to have a, let's decrease this variation. We may need to have some noise on these branches as well. I can easily do that. Let's go to this branch transform and add a growing noise. I will need to change the input of next level. Let's see, what do we have? Now we are getting some noise over the branches. Now we can increase the frequency and see the results as well. I don't want that much variation about the position of points over the branch, so I need to change this from here and decrease this value to get a really tiny value of noise over each branch. Let's increase the frequency again. Now let's check the motion. I also need to have less scale effect. When they're small, they will have some small noise, but this noise grow power will let me make sure when they're newborn will have no noise at all. Let's check the growing mesh. Very nice. You can see we have some branches inside the trunk. It can be really easily handled using a manipulation. I've added to the tool in this version. Let's say we have pure view and mesh. Bring mesh here to check our results and get back to this manipulation. Also, let's change the growing normal. With this manipulation, we have now lots of control. Let's continue with creating a growing color. Okay, and I want to have a 0 CD. And have a red when my branches are completely grown. You can check it from here. One of things we now have in this version is the manipulation based on the color. Now I just want to have the position variation and displace align the normal based on the red color. Let's increase this, and you can see we're just getting this kind of move along the normals based on what color do we have. Let's increase this a little bit, and you can see it is now getting out a bit. And they're now more over the trunk, but here we have still some problem. Let's check something with this with over the lens. Copy parameter, paste values here to see. Sorry, it will not work. Now we can change this from here to a spline mode, and also decrease it a bit. Now we have at least something to play with. We can see it is now getting more over the branch, over the trunk. It will be really helpful in lots of cases. We also have a scale, position, rotation. Very nice. Let's continue with our meshing. It is also done in some ways. We can disable this template as well. So we have some distance here. This manipulation can be reduced a bit, something like 0.9 possibly. Or 8 as well. We have lots of ways to manipulate the data and form of our plans. Let's merge these guys together. And see them with a color. Okay, we now have our ferns and leaves together. We can see the results as well. I think we need to change the thickness from here and reduce it actually. So I will do this and cache the results. Okay, as you can see, save to disk in background sometimes does not work for heavy subjects like these, so I will save to disk in normal format. Thank you, see you next time.